Welcome back to Great Moments in Science Fiction. It's Sci-Fi Sherpa here. Today we're looking at a great moment in science fiction, but also one of my personal favorites, the final scenes of the movie Serenity. Serenity is an American space western film based on the Firefly TV series starring Nathan Fillion, Morena Baccarin, Adam Baldwin, Summer Glau, and many others. The film was written and directed by Joss Whedon. In my opinion, the TV series Firefly and the movie Serenity, which continues the story, is one of the best science fiction properties out there. Watch these few scenes, and you'll get a feel for why it's so damn good. Okay, here we go. I have broken this into 3 really good scenes. These moments begin at the end of the movie after the crew has encountered tragic events, deaths, struggles, and a partial victory. This included the rescue of River Tam from the Alliance, who were hot on their trail, the discovery of the dead planet Miranda, and the origin of the Reavers, and the death of Shepard Book, played by Ron Glass, and beloved ship pilot Walsh, played by Alan Tudyk. Now, at a quiet moment with the Reavers gone, the Alliance at bay for now, and Serenity ship repaired, the crew prepare to leave the planet. The first scene is a tough one. Mal and Zoe chat about the condition of the rebuilt ship and whether Serenity will hold together. There's a ton of pain floating around in this scene, since Walsh, the Serenity's pilot, was Zoe's husband. Zoe is a tough ex-soldier, just like Mal, but the quiet sadness going on in this moment, and is super loud. When Mal asks Zoe if the ship will hold together, you kind of wonder whether it's a dual meaning about whether Zoe will hold together. Her response is awesome. She's been torn up plenty, but she'll fly true. Zoe, like the Serenity, will hold together and fly true. Rock on, Zoe. Let's watch it.
Sir, we have a green light. Inspection's paused and we're clear for upthrust.
Think she'll hold together?
She's tore up plenty, but she'll fly true.
Make sure everything's secure. Could be bumpy.
Always is.
Then there's the next great scene where Malcolm encounters Inara in the passageway. Now, as any good Firefly Browncoat fan knows, there has always been unresolved romantic tension between Captain Reynolds and the lovely companion, Inara. They mask this during the Firefly series with cutting remarks, routine bickering, and loaded glances. But it's clear there is chemistry there. Now, at the end of Serenity movie, after all that's taken place with the Alliance, the battle with the Reavers, and the death of 2 of their crewmates, perhaps it is time. Mal asks Inara if she's ready to get back to civilized life. Inara pauses and surprisingly says, "I don't know." Mal, who is downright in love with this woman, is quietly thrilled and says, "Good answer." He is rewarded with a very sweet smile. This great moment quickly passes, and Malcolm continues on his way, with Inara still smiling. It's an awesome moment for Firefly fans. Now, there's a big secret about Inara's character that only showrunner Joss Whedon and actress Morena Baccarin knew about, and it's very important in this scene. Inara was dying. During the series Firefly, showrunner Joss Whedon told this to actress Morena Baccarin, so she understood who Inara was. If the Firefly series had continued, Inara's illness would be part of a future show arc. However, that never materialized. Now that we know what was going on with Inara's health, her answer about her uncertain next steps means even more. And now that you know this, it makes this moment between Malcolm Reynolds and Inara even more special. Let's take a look.
Taking her out. Should be about a day's ride to get you back to your girls.
Right.
Ready to get off this heap? Back to civilized life?
I don't know.
Good answer.
Okay, the last of these great moments from the end of the movie, Serenity, is when Mal enters the cockpit of the Serenity for takeoff. River Tam is seated in the co-pilot seat, and they discuss that since she has discovered her previously hidden skills, she will be helping to fly the ship along with Mal, and then proceeds to pilot the ship into the air, as Mal watches a bit stunned and then takes over. Now the super part of this scene, when Mal talks to her about the first rule of flying. River, who is a psychic, knows what he is going to say, but asks him to tell her anyway. Malcolm's next words are widely celebrated as one of the film's most heartfelt and perfect moments. Let's watch.
So, you gonna ride shotgun with me, help me fly?
That's the plan.
Think you can work out? Okay. Clearly some aptitude for it. It ain't all buds and charts, little albatross. You know what the first rule of flying is? Well, I suppose you do, since you already know what I'm about to say.
I do. But I like to hear you say it.
Love. You can learn all the math in the verse. If you take a boat in the air that you don't love, she'll shake you off just as sure as a turn in the worlds. Love keeps her in the air when she ought to fall down. Tells you she's hurting before she keens. Makes her home.
It's a perfect final moment that every fan should enjoy. It's certainly a great analogy to how this ragtag group of shipmates stay together and keep this little spaceship flying. And finally, as a humorous footnote, a piece of the spaceship falls off as it soars into space, reminiscent of the pilot episode of the Firefly series, where the ship loses its infamous primary buffer panel. Joss Whedon describes this footnote as a resurrection. After the love speech, the ship doesn't just fly, it soars into the black.
What was that?
Okay, that's all for my fellow science fiction fans. I hoped you enjoyed this great moment in science fiction. Be sure to tell me what your favorite moments of science fiction are. I would love to hear them. I read and respond to every comment. We're still a new YouTube channel and really need your support, so please help us keep flying by subscribing to the Sci-Fi Sherpa channel and smashing that like button.